What's up, guys? I'm back again with a vengeance. And today we're going to be starting off with a proper challenge idea that I had quite a while back, if I'm going to be honest. And that is to use quote-unquote underused class weapons to see if they are truly as underrated or not throughout this entire playthrough from start to finish. To start off the challenge, I am going to be using the Medusa's head, as it's probably saw from the thumbnail, which is a very underutilized mage weapon. It's very good at hitting multiple segmented bosses like Destroyer, and also good at clearing out multiple enemies like that is surrounding you, which is quite a good weapon for mob clearing and hitting multiple segmented bosses. So this is a very solid pick for me to start off this challenge properly. Now that I have babbled long enough, let's start off this playthrough with Now, to start off this challenge properly, I'm going to be using the Medusa's head, which most people probably recognize from the Greek mythology about Perseus killing Medusa and then using her head to turn people into stone. Now, unfortunately, in this playthrough, you cannot do that. So I'm not going to be stoning any enemies anytime soon. As soon as I spawned into the world, the very first thing I did was to look at my magnificent rotten head, which is going to be taking me all the way to Moonlord. Yeah, pretty cool. But before I can properly start using this head, I first need to upgrade my mana pool, which is going to be a slog, so yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I then cut down some trees and then used them to build houses for my base. I then made my way down to the mines and mined a bunch of ore and also a bunch of life crystals, which I don't really have footage for. But yeah, just trust me, I did that, I swear. I went back to base after that. I then crafted some silver bars and then some silver armors with said bars. I also crafted some Minecraft tracks, which I then used to make a very long railway for future use. Once I got done building the tracks, I then went down to the underground Crimson and broke 2 Crimson hearts. After breaking said hearts, I then went right back to the right side of the world in order to find a jungle. But on my way there, I crashed. So yeah, that just happened.
Oh, come on!
I got back into the game and went back to the jungle and found my way on the ground, which I then proceeded to raid and got the Anklet of the Wind and also Feral Claws. The Feral Claws I did not need, but the Anklet of the Wind was very much a good surprise to see. I then went back the pace and waited till night time and then summoned Cthulhu. Wait a second, I mean the Eye of Cthulhu, not the whole Cthulhu guy. I then wasted no time in putting down the Eye, barely a minute after spawning it. Maybe because I'm playing in normal mode and not in expert mode or hard mode. Maybe I should have played in expert mode. Oh well, maybe next time. Since I had just prepared a small arena in the Crimson off screen, I went back down there and then broke the final hearts, which then spawned in the Brain of Cthulhu, who did not last very long. But it did do something that most other bosses during this entire playthrough are unable to do, or were unable to do, which is to basically almost kill me. And spoiler alerts by the way. I then ran back down to the underground jungle and started grinding a bunch of jungle materials, such as jungle spores, bee hornets, stingers, and vines. Lots and lots of vines. When I was done, I went back to base and crafted the jungle armor. After I was done doing all of that, I went down to the underground jungle again and then destroyed a bee larvae. We spawned in the queen bee, which I then quickly squashed, like the bug queen she was. And while simultaneously praying that this does not screw up the climate of my world. Anyways, moving on. I then slapped the king slime around for a little bit and then turned him into stone. And then, no I didn't. The stone part I did not, but the slapping around part, yes, I very much did that. I then waited until nighttime and ran over to the dungeon, talked to the old man and summoned Skeletron, who probably got taken to the bone zone. I then went down to the underground dungeon and tried looking for something, I guess. Looked around for a little bit, found nothing. Unsurprisingly, I was not looking for anything. And then used a gravity potion and went up to the Sky Islands and found 2 Celestial Magnets, which is quite great for me who is playing as a mage currently. I went back to base and then crafted the Magnet Flower accessory. I then tested out my new accessory against the Deerclops, who took a massive L as usual. No change in that. I then started making a elevator, then hunted for a guide voodoo doll, got it, and then crafted a Wall of Flesh summoning item. I then went back down to hell and summoned the Wall of Flesh. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay, on to hard mode, I guess. I then started off hard mode by hard moding some or mining. I then started hard mode off by mining some hard mode ore. I mined palladium ore and then used orichalcum ore, which I then used to craft the orichalcum armor. While spending some time on the surface, this message decided to pop up. And yeah, so it's time to destroy the destroyer. The fight for me, fortunately, did not take too long because of the Medusa's head can hit multiple segments and kill the drones it spawns very quickly. So yeah, very good weapon for this fight. When it turned into daytime, I decided to fight the Queen Slime in addition because why not? Let's just bully the Queen Slime like I bullied the King Slime. I then fought the twins, which was a rather annoying fight due to the short range of my weapon. Yeah, that is another thing. The Medusa's head has an extremely short range, which is going to make it quite detrimental when I'm going like pretty fast on my minecart. So I can barely hit anything, so I have to slow down with the minecart to be able to hit the boss or the enemy that I try to attack. The Skeleton Prime fight went a lot better than the Twins fight. I used the Hallowed bars dropped by all mechanical bosses to craft the Hallowed armor. I also crafted some wings, so yeah, finally I can have some wings to fly around. I then went back to the jungle biome and mined a bunch of chlorophyte for future use. I then went back to base and then came back to the jungle temple. I then came back to the jungle and summoned Plantera, who I then quickly uprooted with the shovel. I then teleported to the jungle temple. I scoured the temple and found a bunch of lizard cells. Went back to the main chamber of the jungle temple and summoned the golem. After clapping the stone creature, I felt that it was time to start preparing for the final boss of the game. Also, I don't know how you even clap a stone creature. Why did I write that? I then went back to the dungeon. I started grinding a bunch of ectoplasm so that I could combine it with chlorophyte and make spectral bars. I then went back to base and crafted the spectral armor using those bars. And then I went down to the Shrooms Kingdom / biome and got myself a truffled worm. Then went to the ocean biome and summoned Duke Fishon. Then defeated the mutated terror very easily. Like the easiest I have ever defeated it. I also fought the Empress of Blight, which was a quite annoying fight because of how fast she was moving and how high she flies. And also due to the short range of my weapon. I am starting to sense a pattern here.
Okay.
Now, let's end this playthrough because reasons. Because I want to end this nightmare very quickly. After killing the Nanatic cultist, the pillars spawned in, and you all know how this ends, so let's just skip this part. Well, now that I am at the end, I hope that the range of my weapon does not screw me over during the Moonlord fight. So let's go. Okay, this fight was not as bad as I initially thought it was going to be. It went really, really well actually, but the rage was a slight issue because who would have ever predicted that? Towards the end of the fight with the Moonlord core and trying to dodge massive laser beams at the same time. But yeah, that was that. This is a new beginning for a series that I'm going to be doing at least consistently going forward. Hopefully anyway. But I am going to not talk for too long and hope that you all enjoyed this video. Well, I think it's a video, not a short GIF. And hope you guys like this video. Leave a comment, a like, and perhaps subscribe. And leave a comment on what type of weapon that you would like to see me use in the future, like underrated weapon, and the weapon should actually be functional throughout an entire Terraria game, so that I don't get stuck on bosses because someone decided I should use the wand of frosting throughout the entire playthrough, because that's going to be probably impossible to do due to the mechanical bosses and other nighttime bosses. So yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe like I said, and yeah, see you next time. Bye.